Red Troops, welcome to the Action Elite. My name is Owen. Hello, Sean, J-Man, John, and Charlie. How are you all?
What's happening?
So I'm just looking at the chat here. I'm seeing Joe Dog saying, "What's up?" Hey, Joe Dog. But I don't see it on the chat here, Jay.
I do. Are you on the comments?
No, I mean, like actually in here. Yeah, I mean, I see it on the YouTube.
Are you on comments tab in StreamYard? Or are you on banner or media assets?
Comments tab, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Now you should see them all.
Okay. Anyway, whatever. So tonight we're discussing Red Sonja 85 versus 2025. So I just thought that would be a fun one because I haven't actually watched the Arnie one for a few years, and I remember not loving it. And yet I watched it the other night on the 4K, and it's just one of those times I have never enjoyed it more than I enjoyed it this time watching it. And I was like, God, this movie is just a joy to watch. You have Arnie, of course, who's just awesome. Yeah, Ennio Morricone doing the score. You can't go wrong there. But one thing I don't know if people ever talk about, though, is the set design in this movie is amazing. Like the throne room and everything, and the statues you see. Like I love the big statue with the swords and all that stuff.
We go under the dude's nuts. I just kept laughing about that the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, Bridget Nielsen, God love her, she's not the greatest actress known to man, but I thought she was okay. I thought she was fine at the job. And what rating was this movie, though? Was it like PG-13 or R?
PG-13 for...
Yeah, this was one of the first... Yeah, it came out after Red Dawn, which was...
because she's like, she's visibly assaulted and like the opening, like what's going on. It's not even, subtle. Yeah. And then there's like a couple of decapitations in it too. And I'm like, this is PG-13? I was like, wow.
And an arm.
But Destroyer was PG, and there was still quite a bit of bloodshed in that one, so...
Yeah.
They just got a new rating, so they're like, it's 13-ish, can watch rape. That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah. But I mean, like I've seen tamer R-rated movies.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought like Mad Max Fury Road could probably have been PG-13 almost. There's no swearing. There's no like graphic violence in it.
What was Fury Road rated?
It was R.
Yeah. R?
Yep, it was R.
Yeah, I think. Well, the States has a weirder. I think you guys are more like tougher. Yeah. You're tougher on the movies. I feel because I don't think Fury Road was R in. There's no way that was R in Canada.
It's subject matter sometimes is what it gets.
Oh yeah.
So that may hit it more than language or nudity or something, and just intense violence. Even though it was mostly car carnage. So.
Yeah, but there wasn't even. It's funny. I remember the film differently. I always thought there was nudity, and there actually isn't in either version. But I mean, there's plenty of other movies around that time, but not this one. Because wasn't this initially going to be like the third Conan movie, and Arnold was contracted or something? But something happened, and then he ended up doing this instead.
Yep.
But I mean, it's funny. It's his movie. I mean, just anytime he's on screen, there's a reason Arnold became like such a huge star. Though I mean, it was just so charismatic. I love the like 45-minute sword fight the two of them have in the woods. In the second half, it just seems to go on, and they're just like exhausted. And I liked that you see them just getting absolutely exhausted, because anybody who's been in a fight in real life knows that it gets very tiring very quickly.
Takes time.
Yeah, and you sort of like
energy.
It's like,
what are we fucking fighting about again? I don't even remember.
They're both equal, right? So it's better that it's not Conan, because then Conan should have just destroyed her.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's actually better that it's Calidor and not Conan.
Also, his name is Calidor. That's like the best name ever. I don't know anybody called Calidor, and I want to.
I'm naming I'm going to adopt a son and call him Calidor.
Calidor, yeah.
It sounds so He-Man,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Calidor,
Calidor.
Yeah.
Randor,
yeah.
All the ors.
Yeah, that's what I was here to visit one of them when you get far better. Yeah, that's the thing. Like even movies back then, when even when I watched the 4K, I think it's because I watched it on my newer 4K player this time, so the quality was much better. Because I watched it on my old player before, and it kept freezing and stuff like that. It didn't do it at all this time. I thought it was actually pretty well remastered. The music was cool. It's funny. Popcorn Geek here saying little Ernie Reyes Jr. copying them until tired, and I thought finds his character kind of annoying. And you have to be in the right mood for it. But this time, I just thought it was hilarious. I just thought, he's such a wee dick. I just love it. And Falcon, but he's such a great character though, because he's just so fiercely loyal to his prince.
Yeah, he was good. Like he protected him, and he didn't want to spank him and whatnot.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that Tarnia has his a character arc. He starts off as like an annoying, spoiled little prince, and then he realizes to become.
If I was Ernie, I would have let Brigitte spank me. I'd be like, okay, take me over your knee.
I've been naughty.
He does try to make her, his queen. So
he does.
He's got a little bit
hits on her. Absolutely.
Yeah. Give him some cred on that one.
Yeah. So I know. I mean, I did enjoy this movie, and then you got I think Sandal from Conan as the villain. And does anybody? I don't know if anybody has this on their 4K. Oh, but does yours have a warning before the movie?
I've got the same 4K as you, so if yours has the warning,
I don't have the 4K.
I've got it's only in the UK.
I picked up when I was there. So if anybody wants it, I'll pick it up next month when I'm there for you, and I'll bring it back for you if you want.
Okay.
I won't say
it's region free. But on the UK version has this warning, and it's warning, this film contains ideals which may sound offensive or dated. And I was like, it's a fantasy movie. What
about barbarians?
What ideals are they talking?
What are you talking about? What's offensive about this?
Chopping heads off? I guess it could be
actually, it's a very feminist movie, so it should be praised. Yeah. It should be praised more.
Honestly, watching it last night, I was thinking that too, going, what are they bitching about? This is the most feminist movie
I don't need a man.
Literally, the new movie has less feminism than the old movie. Way less. I was
that was kind of a bit, because like Owen, it'd been a while since I'd sat down and watched Red Sonja, but I was just like, son of a bitch, this really is pro feminism, pro woman power, but I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah,
shocker.
That's what you do.
Still having fun. Yeah.
Well, Arnie wasn't made to be belittled or anything. He was like, if I want something, I would take it.
They were equals.
I am not a mercenary.
Yeah. And you get a few moments of him, showing his strength, and which are always the best bits of his movies. So,
with his shoulders, he's like,
yeah, exactly. So, and I got this. Yeah, it's a little thing over the just screen comes up before it's the start of the movie, and it's like ideals or something which may be considered offensive or dated by today's standards. I'm like, fuck today's standards. Something offensive about this. Grow up.
Maybe they meant the feminism.
Yeah.
Maybe they meant that'll be offended.
There you go. Let's flip it on them.
Flip it on them.
So I enjoy the movie. Is it kind of corny at times? Yeah, sure. Who cares? I mean, these movies are just pure escapism, and like my job has been super busy and stressful lately, and just watching a movie like that, and it's like, I think it's just under 90 minutes, isn't it? It's like 80 something minutes. It's
super 85,
well paced. Yeah. You got lots of sword fights and everything, and then you got the cool scene in the water fighting the mechanical dragon thing, which I love. And I love how it's never explained, where it comes from. And I was like, no, it doesn't need to be. It's just a mechanical creature.
It's a machine. We must kill it. I can't kill this machine.
Like a cracker over soup.
It spins around when you stab it.
The crocodile death spin.
Yeah, it gets all mad. It throws a temper tantrum.
Well, if someone was stabbing you, you'd get mad, right? I don't understand.
Found my weakness.
You guys are not above this creature. This creature has the same feelings as all of us.
Yeah, just ask this former laptop of mine what my temper is like tonight. But anyway, so I enjoy the movie. Is it flawed? Yes. Is it as good as the Conan movies? No, but it's still really fun, and I still really enjoy it. And Arnie's great in it too. So that's my thoughts on it. So Sean,
just 85 for now, right?
Just the 85 one.
Yeah. We'll go around 85 and then 25 after.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up with this movie, so I always loved it. I remember keenly that people didn't like it after a while. It's one of those things where I thought everyone loved this, and then it's like, I guess not. It's funny because I appreciate it a lot more now that I've read Robert E. Howard's writings, and I understand. So, if you didn't know this, Red Sonja is a Marvel Comics character, and never was a Robert E. Howard character. there was a character named Red Sonja in Shadow of the Vulture, but she lived in the 1500s, had pistols. It's a different character. Like she fought the Turks. There's no fantasy world. But she had like a temper and stuff. And then when Roy Thomas was writing Conan the Barbarian, the comics, he liked that character and so made her a barbarian alongside Conan in the Hyborian Age with a broadsword and changed the name with a J. So it's his character, basically. Him and Barry Windsor Smith, who came up with the chainmail and all that. And then when they made the movie, it's the comics character, and it's the origin too that they made for her in 1975 when she gets blessed by a god and with all her fighting prowess, and then the trade-off is that she has to a man has to best her in battle. It's the same thing that what you see in the movie.
And the font
to be with him. Yeah,
and the font,
and the font, and everything like that. And it's so. What's funny is everyone regards like the old movie serials and stuff like Captain America as timely comics movies, and what's widely regarded as the first Marvel movie is Howard the Duck. But this movie predates that movie by a year. This is secretly the first Marvel movie. It's completely based on the Marvel character made by Marvel staffers. The problem is when you write something for like a licensed property, it becomes part of that property. So the Rodney Howard estate yoinked it, and now it's gone from. It's with Dynamite now, and I'm not the biggest fan of those comics. Yeah, I know that's great, but like, they did a whole Savage Dragon thing with her, where they killed her and made a new Red Sonja. And it's like, what's happening? And
yeah, they got goofy with it.
Yeah. Anyhow, this movie's awesome. It's way more awesome now. It's like, because like what you're saying, Owen, with the set pieces, they look kind of chintzy back in the day, but it's really imaginative now. Like everything's statues and guys and squatting and all that. Yeah, and that place with all the candles and everything is wicked. Anytime you have like a million candles, and they don't do that anymore. I guess there's like a fire hazard or something. But,
I think we have too many candles, Your Highness. Shut up, we need more.
yeah, the insurance people are like, I don't know about these candles,
Even in the Hyborian Age, they had those guys.
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
This is going to cost a fortune.
They're probably Harkanian or Stygian or something. The big Stygian insurance guy. I don't know about this.
Stygian insurance.
Stygian insurance.
Some of those candles look low too. Those are getting dangerously down to
those are dangerous.
Yeah, they're like it's been a long day shooting, right?
Gets a piece of rope out with little knots in it. Oh, it's 3 knots. Okay, no, it's only 2. If it's got to be over 3 knots or whatever.
Yeah. I think Bridget Nelson's great. She's. I mean, when we get into the next movie, I have a lot to say about that too. But like, she looks like she could take guys, right? She's pretty good. I know people are like, oh, her acting. I know, but like the script doesn't really demand a lot of acting, so it doesn't matter, right? You can see that she could beat the shit out of these guys, and I love the villain's great as well. And they have a showdown. This has the proper attitude about all of this. They have a big showdown and everything. She teams up with all these guys that have their own story arcs and everything. She has a quiet sit down with that kid. That's great. It's all good stuff. And I'm charmed by this more now than I was as a kid, I feel. Maybe it's because of what we're losing with a lot of like storytelling today, but it's earnest. That's another thing too. It's not making fun of itself or anything. It is what it is, right? Like there's this fantasy world. They gotta get this. We call it a Lochnar because it's basically the Lochnar from Heavy Metal.
I just say Lochnar.
It's like this destructive thing, and the thing is, it fits that you don't even know where it came from. It's just like, it's going to destroy the world. Oh shit! Like let's go.
It is the Lochnar. I'm telling you, it's connected.
It's basically, it's
basically they're calling it the talisman because they didn't know what.
And she was futuristic Red Sonja anyway, and
they had that creature.
Yeah.
Even in the new movie, they've got
technology. Yeah. Anyways, it's awesome. I encourage people to watch it. I think not a lot of people will like it because they're not in tune with that wondrous fantasy world. And the way fantasy used to be, before Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be more about fantasy. Like, I love Lord of the Rings, is awesome, but it really changed the game and made things more grounded and documentarian. You know, it's like like, you know, even a Game of Thrones is like that. This is more from the world of like Labyrinth and like legend and stuff, and I love it.
Absolutely,
I love those movies. Yeah, there's a charm to those movies which we don't have now. I mean, like that new Dungeons and Dragons movies. I remember everyone gave that like a rave review, and I watched it, and I was like, "Why is it a comedy? Why is it?"
I couldn't get through it. I couldn't finish it. Yeah,
like, you just made it fun, and the thing which is annoying is that they showed the characters from like the cartoon.
Yeah,
like, why aren't they the characters in the movie?
Let's follow them.
That's what I'm here for, is to see that. But oh no, we can't do that because we have to do something better because we think we're better than the original thing, which is what modern filmmakers all do. There's that arrogance to them where they think they're better than the original stuff. Anyway, I'll shut up. John.
I love this. I consider this the third Conan movie, and then we also J-Man said like if he was Conan, he would have destroyed like Red Sonja in a heartbeat. But they even said back in the day, like it was secretly him being Conan, but just going under another name. Like he was like roaming, because you don't know, like he was finding his own kingdom. He hadn't found his own kingdom yet, so he was just kind of roaming the lands and everything. So that's what I always take it as. And I love how he shows up at the right times. Every time she's in trouble, he's like, there he is. It's like it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course it is. But of course he says he's following her, so it's like that's how he shows up all the time. But I just have a fondness for this movie. I've seen it so many times. I watched it yesterday and again, shit week, and I just put it on. I had a big grin on my face the entire time I was watching it. Does Brigitte Nielsen's acting suck? Sometimes. I mean, like when she's screaming, Gendred, where are you? I'm just like, ugh. I was like, yeah. I was like, tone that down a little bit because it's like it's not working. But she just had the look. She had the flavor. I mean, she looked good in the action sequences. You had Sandal Bergman, who, you know, we all knew from Conan, but now she's playing the villain. So that was kind of cool. You know, she's all pissed off because she was defaced. You know, it's like Sonja's parents and family were killed, but she got defaced. So she thought that was just as bad as losing her entire
That's her
family.
villain origin story. I have a scar. That's why I'm evil.
Yeah,
I need to cover
Castle Doom's pet. You know, he's beside himself. Thorgrim is beside himself with grief. Okay, like over this.
or by the way, she got raped. You know, it's like, oh, but I got the scar. It's like, how dare?
Well, she should have just walked that off. I think. Just like, walk it off.
Well, she had a sorcerer just be like, hey, can you get rid of this? By the way, it's like, because at the end he's like giving her scars, but you know, like he's slicing her skin by doing the knife thing. But Ernie Reyes Jr., like he is annoying, but then he has a character redemption arc because, you know, he's a total douchebag at the beginning, but then, you know, he has, and Paul Smith's just delightful. He's funny how he acts towards him and stuff like that. He's like, he didn't mean it, sir. You know, or your highness, or, you know, and he's just fun to watch, and they just have a fun chemistry together. Schwarzenegger, you know, and he has a lot of good moments. And I also heard like he got mad because he was just supposed to be a cameo in this movie, but they were like just trying to get as much out of him as they could. Then he saw the movie and he was like, wait a second. I'm like, this is my movie. It's like, it wasn't supposed to happen. But of course, why not? You're Arnold Schwarzenegger, and everybody wanted to see Conan.
He has top billing in the movie.
I know, it's Arnold like Arnold Schwarzenegger. First. Oh, and introducing Brigitte Nielsen.
Introducing.
But and again, you have it's nonstop action, nonstop sword fighting. You have a proper showdown, and it's a good showdown. They're like swinging at each other. That's cool. And you know, of course, you had everybody gets a chance to shine. Schwarzenegger and Paul Smith had their big fight with the guards in the commissary, I guess you could say, where, you know, they're, you know, how's the food? You know, and he starts beating everybody up. And it's got from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Is her right hand.
Yeah,
yes.
I only realized that this time watching it, I was like, holy shit, that's Raiders Lost Ark.
Yeah, and I love how he dies. You know, he has an exquisite death and everything.
Again, like in Raiders.
Yes. It's like, and again, I'm a product of the 80s, and I watch this. Being like, if somebody were to be like, put this on now, and they just be like, what the hell is this? It's like, well, you just don't get it because you had to been there when it first came out, and the time like all these sword and sorcery movies were coming out, and I was eating them all up. Is the acting wooden? Yes, but that's what we love about it. I mean, they still do an admirable job with what they're given and everything. And I can't say enough good things about this. Like I said, I always consider it the third Conan movie. And it's the trilogy. You know, you got Conan, the story of Red Sonja, and I love it. What else can I say? I'm done.
Fair enough. Also, shout out to J-Man for doing the new background here, where it says the War Room. I think it looks really cool. So well done, Jay.
Thank you.
Did a good job.
Jay, I'll leave you to last because obviously you're going to have the most to say. So, all right. So, Charlie, go ahead.
You mean the guy wearing the Red Sonja shirt among the?
But I've got Conan. I'm wearing Conan.
Your fanboy.
It's Punisher Day at the comic book store.
This is Dan Frega's cover that he did for the Chaos Red Sonjas. It's got Evil Ernie on it and all.
Oh yeah, it's all the Chaos guys.
All the Chaos guys.
Purgatory, Lady Death,
yeah,
Evil Ernie.
And that's why I got it, because it was Evil Ernie. But I was like, hey, I have something that says Red Sonja on it, so I win today. I love this version of Red Sonja, man. I just like Sean and John. I grew up with it. You know, this was on cable television all the time. You just go in one Sunday afternoon, Red Sonja's playing. Sit there and watch it all the way through. I love the mechanical monster fight. You know, it's not Dagoth, you know, from Destroyer or anything like that, but it's still fun. And it's a long ass fight too. That water should have been a lot higher by the time they got done fighting that stupid thing. But, you know, you guys have nailed it with the sets. I love the giant hand whenever we're first introduced to Ernie Reyes Jr., you know, and it spins around. They're physically moving them around. I'm like, they just don't do that. Yeah, just let go.
Go over. Just jump over.
Whoopsie doopsie, no more headache anymore. Do you have a tablecloth? I always love that joke. You know, whenever she leaves, he needs dinner. I have zero complaints about this movie. I like Brigitte Nielsen in this. She's got that fuck men kind of mentality of I don't need any help whatsoever, and she looks that way. You know, she's statuesque. Legs for fucking days, boys. Legs for days. I don't. People are going, her acting sucked. I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention to the acting.
Why would you? Yeah.
There's plenty of other stuff to keep me entertained in this movie. Arnold's in it, so obviously us growing up, it was just the third Conan movie, even though it wasn't Conan. You know, we just got to see him swinging a sword again. She holds her own against it. It's fun. Took me a long time to realize that that's Sandal Bergman as, you know, the villain who was also in Conan. I'm like, son of a bitch. Because honestly, you don't really see her face. So growing up, I'm not reading the credits and who was this and who was that.
And she had black hair too. So
the black hair, you know, way more talking lines than in Conan. So, you know, I never realized that. So it's just a fun little, you know, trivia thing I learned later on in life that was just like, that adds a little bit more to it. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and talk forever about it, man. I love this movie, and I don't understand the hate it gets. I think a lot of the hate is people heard it, and now they just regurgitate it. Oh, it's not the good one. It's not the best one. Have you seen it? Well, when I was 6, try again. One more time, just for me. You know, just have a, like we're all talking about, like I didn't have a shit day, but I had a busy day today. So I watched the new one today, but last night, I just sat there and watched this movie. My wife rolled her eyes more than I can count, and I didn't give a shit. I was just having fun watching some classic, you know, sword and sorcery with good sorcery at the end, you know, with the queen popping in and out like Nightcrawler all the way around. I love how she's just lounging on the throne at one point. I'm like, that I like this. This is fun. Also, just have to mention, the only way to save the world is with the slowest sarcophagus in the entire universe. They have an entire fight and it's still not close.
Oh yeah. It's like
they should have made that faster. Yes,
that's just a hair faster. They got there really, really fast. Okay, it still would have worked, but then when you throw people in it, it did close a little faster. You know. But
there's more weight, I think, and then that.
Oh, it's like a counterbalance.
Yeah,
more weight on it.
Otherwise, it's just like pure granite or whatever, right? So that it can.
And cold as shit, she pulls the key out and drops it back down into the prison, and as it closes, I'm like, that's cold. That's really freaking cold. But
I love how you never find out what's down there as well. You hear them like moaning like sexually or something at first. You're like, what's going on down there? And then you just hear them streaming, and you're like, "What the fuck? Can the sequels to what's down there?"
It reminded me of Will Ferrell and the Austin Powers when he fell down into the thing. I seem to have broke my leg. I'm down here to help
Hey,
you.
Dark down here.
I'm not quite yet, but I'm burnt very badly.
I think it's turning gangrenous. I smell almonds. I'm not sure, but I love this movie unapologetically. I don't apologize for loving it. I just love this movie.
And
I have a lot of fun with it.
Not a guilty pleasure because you should.
It's not because I'm not guilty. I will tell people I love Red Sonja. Pop it in.
Nothing. I don't care. I'll watch any movie. And is that a guilty pleasure? I'm like, no, I just enjoy watching it. I don't feel guilty about watching anything at all.
Yeah, I mean, using it as a phrase or something. Yeah, like what's
So
your
bad
guilty
it's
pleasure?
good.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
bad,
like any of
so
those.
bad it's good is also one that's just kind of like. Then is it bad if you enjoyed it?
Right.
Just because everyone else says it's bad doesn't make it bad. Fuck it. Watch it. I have a ball with it. That's me.
There's your recommendation. Watch it.
Keep abysmal. What is that you're drinking? I ask this all the time. What is that again? Your drink, Shirley?
Oh, it's a sparkling ice cherry Starburst flavor.
Oh, okay.
No sugar, no nothing.
Fruity.
It's flavored water.
Hey,
nice.
And I like this one in the strawberry, and I drink it because I hate water. I hate drinking water.
Yeah.
This is just flavored fucking water, man. And I enjoy it.
Well, I obviously had a salad for dinner, so
Yeah. I had that for lunch yesterday, so there you go. They had 40 nuggets for $12, so that's the American way here. Give me 40 fucking chicken
I
nuggets.
know it's
Wow.
like they did 20, and then I saw 40. I'm like, seriously, we're gonna
my
go for
goodness.
60.
I had my
Let's do
son with
60.
me, so it was cheaper to feed us both that way. But
Right.
there was a time in my youth where it was like 40. That's a good start. That's a good
Wow.
start. Give me two.
I had Swiss chalet today.
Good call,
Quarter
give me two.
chicken. I was stuffed.
the quarter chicken. The quarter chicken's really good.
Yeah.
So, anyway, J-Man, over to you.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I love this movie. This is in the time where I didn't see any difference between any of these movies that I watched. It's like, what do you think's better, Deathstalker 2 or Conan the Destroyer? They're both equally awesome. But right, like I didn't think. I literally thought I love this movie. I have it on VHS. Loved it from the beginning. I love the artwork too for the poster and everything, and both versions. The one I used for the thumbnail for this stream, but also just the one with Arnie, and then her underneath, Boris. So I took my VHS tape to the shirt maker. I said, take this VHS cover and make a shirt out of it. So I had my Red Sonja shirt. Didn't think anything about the feminism or whatever. I read a lot of comic books, especially like girl superheroes, so Wonder Woman and Supergirl, and in all these girl comic books, they always fight girl villains. That's how it goes. If Superman appeared in Supergirl, well, Supergirl is going to shine, and he might just assist her, right? That's how it worked. Now we're in the that's just some woke thing or whatever, even though it's about Red Sonja. It's feminist because that's what it is. It's just like Wonder Woman. Anyway, I didn't think the acting was bad. I legitimately love this movie. It's only later where I was like, okay, clearly Conan the Barbarian is a high quality, great masterpiece movie, and these aren't as good. But I think it's awesome. Like, I don't think it's like so bad it's good. I don't do the guilty pleasures. It's like, no, this movie's friggin' awesome. Every second of it is the best. There's no part 2. That's irritating. The only thing irritating about this movie is that there's no part 2. Like, why didn't they do more? Surely they could have got Bridget back. Oh, it didn't do well because people are losers and don't know anything. And then now we're in this time, and Sean and I already discussed this on my streams and in private. Like, I'm tired of this, like, fantasy is only Game of Thrones. And so it's either Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, or it's garbage. And it's like, listen, when I was a kid, Deathstalker, Ator, like all these movies we covered on our fantasy tournament that we did, Barbarians, Crawl, Sean, Wake Up. All of these movies were awesome. Like, nobody went around saying, "Oh, Crawl's pretty shit." It's like
shut up.
Yeah, right. It's like, did you see
the glaive? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Crawl. There wasn't any thought of like, well, I think Red Sonja, the acting, and maybe it was just, what are you talking about? It's like, that was awesome. Like, I don't know anyone that thought this was bad. This is one of these, like, later on, everyone else says it's bad. And now we're in it's bad because it's just something to say. Oh, you mean that cheesy 80s, 85 Sonja? Have you watched it? Most people are just going to say, no, they didn't watch it. Anyways, I had it on VHS, loved it. Bought it on, well, it's got on 4K. I've got the soundtrack on CD. That's a bit limited. That's pretty neat. I never was able to find the poster, unfortunately. What can you do? But yeah, I love Red Sonja. I didn't really know about the Robert E. Howard exactly thing. I knew it was a Y, Red Sonja, and then they changed it to a J. So Roy Thomas actually did create something.
He created Red Sonja.
He actually did. Yeah, it wasn't. So it's not just his name. Oh, I created Wolverine, except for you didn't. But anyways, by Marvel rules, he created everything. But he did actually create this. Yeah. But yeah, so like having this, I never really thought about that until today when Sean mentioned it, that this is the first Marvel movie. Like that's kind of insane. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have put that together. I think when they take the character back, and now there's so much Red Sonja produced stuff, the history gets rewritten, as you were saying. Like it's now been rewritten to like, oh yeah, this is all part of Robert E. Howard's estate. Well, it's weird. Same with Star Wars. Anything that Sean and I've been covering those Star Wars comics, anything they put in Star Wars 31 minutes, but not in a negative way. When they put those characters in, that's now Star Wars property, even though it's a Marvel Star Wars character.
Right.
It's not like, well, now Disney owns Marvel, so now it doesn't matter at all. So, okay. So now it doesn't even matter, but very interesting. That's like great. So mark that down. Yeah. Like to be a Marvel character, technically, even Conan the Destroyer is really the Marvel Conan. It's Team Conan, right? Going on adventures. Like it's
giant team up. Yep.
It's Team Conan. Right, like
well, Roy Thomas co-wrote the first Conan the Barbarian. So.
Yeah. So so it's like it's all part of this like comic book universe. But that's what makes it cool, because then you're adventuring. When we get to the new Red Sonja, a couple of the negatives is that the adventuring is kind of taken away in favor of showing a full-length origin story. So as opposed to comic book mentality that this movie had, which is the origin, give it 10 minutes. Yeah. We got it. You know what I'm saying? We got it. Okay.
It's 2 minutes.
Is it? No, it's gotta be more.
It's like this. There's this god and that's it. Like it.
She taps her on the head. You're red.
Yeah, she
taps her on the head is done.
Listen, the origin ends when she goes on the mission. So whenever the sister,
after the sword fight, and everything.
After the sword,
I'm with you. I'll agree.
It doesn't matter. It's short. So whatever it is, it's short. Versus now, they feel like, well, we've got to make a whole origin movie because that's how the mentality is. Versus why this movie has just a short origin and then it's like adventure, right? And then you can continue that forever because you never have to go back and retell this origin. It's super fast. You can just do this forever. I've been watching. So while we've been talking 33 minutes, I've been playing Red Sonja 85 in the background while we've been talking. I mean, it looks pretty awesome. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty damn cool. Like, I actually don't really have any negatives, like, at all. I don't think her acting's all that bad. Like, I mean, what is happening? Like, I mean, she's upset over her sister. I bought that she was upset. She's pissed off. She's not gonna break down. Like this bad acting comes from even Schwarzenegger. Oh, he's a bad actor. Well, how does a Terminator act? I don't know what you're saying. Well, I thought he was great. I thought he was very good in True Lies. Like once you start getting into the talking roles where he's talking more, right? I thought Schwarzenegger was fine in all of his roles.
And English at that point as well. I mean, it's a second language, so
Sure. Oh yeah, and he's better than some of the people that better than I know. And also in Conan, the role is a physical. We saw that I showed Owen and his brother the first Conan at my place on 4K or whatever, and I remember your brother was saying, he goes, "It's such a physical performance." Like that's a little bit what's missing today. A little bit where Bridget Nielsen, it's like it's a physical performance. She is swinging this massive sword. It's like you can see. When Schwarzenegger's swinging, it's like, especially in Conan 1, they're real heavy ass, real swords. So it's like, you can see the muscles, like
you feel the weight while watching the movie.
Yes, it's not this. It's like you're not Zorro, you're not fencing. It's not a fencing blade. So, and even as I'm watching out, the fights are good. Like they're good for what they're supposed to be. Yes. It's sword and sorcery. That genre is gone, and it's gone because people don't want to just have fun with a neat movie and get into the adventure spirit. They're just sitting there, it's like, what is the point of this? What's going on? What is the character thinking at this moment? Why is this happening? What's the villain's motivations? Is this an actual villain? Maybe she had a bad childhood. Like, what are you all talking about? Like, I can do that for movies that warrant it, but when a movie is supposed to be fun and adventure, then this is what you get.
Good.
Death Stalker does that, the new one with Daniel Bernhardt. I'm hoping
that looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it legitimately looks like they had the music. I mean, I could do an entire stream on just the trailer. Yeah. The music is on point. They had the monsters from the movie. They and then Slash doing a metalized theme of Deathstalker. That's genius because you're going to get your metal guys. I literally said I'd love to remake Yor. I would get Manowar to do the Yor. Oh, Johnny, is that not? That's a 10 out of 10 idea. Let's face the facts. That's a 10 out of 10 idea. Dude, that's genius. A Manowar doing the Yor soundtrack and shit for a new Yor. Red Brown could be the father.
Just hang it up now. In the stream.
That's it. It's done.
We got to make this happen.
Listen. I only have good ideas. It's a known fact. So yeah, this movie's awesome. Bridget Nielsen's the best, man. Like, and she's like, I don't need a man. I was like, yeah, you don't need a friggin' man. That's right. You don't need one. It got me pumped up for it. She's like, I'm not gonna date you unless you could beat me at a sword fight. Like, looks like she's not dating anyone because
and he's like, that's logic.
Yeah, and he's like, I'll take up that challenge.
Yeah, they're trying to kill you. Well, that's logic. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like they're barbarians, they're warriors. I'm not wanting them to give me speeches and monologues and all this. You know, Conan did it fantastic when he praised Crom, man. He basically is just like,
I have no tongue for it.
I have no tongue for it, and
no tongue.
I'm yours. You know, that's all it needs to be. And Red Sonja's the same. Who is she going to converse with in this movie? She hates men. She hangs out with the old master, which is fine. And even he kind of like,
he wishes he was 30 years younger.
He's 30 years younger, boys. But you know,
and Viagra was created at the time.
No, but she's on an adventure. This is what's missing. We'll circle back now. I'm pretty much I'm done. But this is a little bit what's missing in the new one. But like adventure movies, like this is an adventure. There's no time to sit down and have these long conversations about things. Like it's like, oh, she didn't do any acting and whatnot. It's like, well, what do you know what a barbarian woman can act like in the Hyborian age? Like they just speak that way. Like that's how she speaks. Like bad acting would be when you know how someone would really react. And then you see that someone is not reacting the way a normal human would react. Like if you say, oh, your mother was killed in a car accident. And then you'd be like, oh my God. Oh, and then someone's like, oh, that's terrible. It's like, oh, that's bad acting, right? Like you can tell that in a realistic situation. These are all fantasy movies. Like who's to say how someone delivers dialogue in the Hyborian age? Like
I've met people that can't live real life good acting. They're just like, I have no idea how to respond in real life.
That is very true, Charlie. That is a good point.
Like, so what is good acting? Maybe that's perfect for what this is supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah,
and can I just say, like back in the days when like those were swords. Like if you could wield them motherfuckers around in a battle for 10 minutes, you're a fucking warrior. It's like
that's why they needed those physical people.
Her sword had, you know, like the separation between the handle and the blade, but yeah, it had the moon.
It had the crescent
moon, right? And then Schwarzenegger takes out his sword, and it's just like holy shit. And it's just like if you. It's like they took care. They're like, you know what? If we're gonna make these movies, we're gonna even make the swords be characters, and that's what was freaking awesome.
Her sword was used in Iron Master. It was either Iron Master. What was the one, Charlie? Remember? I was like, hey, it's the Red Sword.
Was it in another movie?
It's Ator because Iron Master.
It's Ator, which is the third. It's like
it's got
that's badass
sword in it.
Yeah, we were laughing at it because we were doing our tournament. I was like, wait a minute, that's the Red Sword. Because John, what you were saying with the extra bit, I was like, hey, it's got that equipment. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the Red Sword. We paused. I actually paused the screen. It's like that is Red Sonja's sword. Terrible. I love it.
Wait, they were using Red Sonja's sword in
Ator, not in the first Ator, in like Ator Part 3 or something. Iron Master.
It's the Iron Master one where they started naming them things other than Ator.
Because
the Fighting Eagle or something like that.
Well, Fighting Eagle's Part 1, and
that's Part 1. Then
and there's Blade Master, and then there's Iron Master. And then there's the Foreman Grill. And then
it took us 30 minutes to figure out which one was 1, 2, 3, and 4 when we were picking them for the tournament. What's going on, Daniel?
Hey, Daniel, what's going on, dude?
All right, so on to 2025, Red Sonja. Matilda Lutz plays Red Sonja this time. And I gotta say, I actually really liked her in this movie. I liked her as a character. I love how she's actually maybe my favorite aspect of the movie, because I love how she, like you said, she's less feminist than Bridget is. Like, she's nice to people. She's caring. She's like a child of the forest, and she cares about nature and things like that. And there's a vulnerability to her, and she's sort of made tough as it goes on. And I actually really liked her in the role. I thought it had a bit more gore probably than the original, because like this one's rated R and the original was like PG-13, but I still wanted more. But anyway, there's something just, I don't know. It doesn't have the charm of the original movie. It feels modern, and just modern movies are just like that. But I think for a modern movie, I thought they actually did pretty good. I actually liked Robert Sheehan, who played the villain Dragon. I actually kind of liked him in his arc towards the end, and I was like, okay, I wasn't quite expecting that. It was a more interesting character rather than just I'm evil and that's it. I thought that was quite cool. I don't want to go into spoilers because Daniel hasn't seen the new movie yet, so
get off the stream, Daniel. We're going to talk about spoilers.
We're going to spoil the shit out of this.
I thought it was weird that Red Sonja committed suicide at the end, though. That's how they're going to make
weird.
Part 2. Like, that was
weird.
And then Conan showed up, but Conan was a woman. That was weird too.
Yeah, full dress and everything, tits and all.
Actually, I think I would have loved to have seen Arnie in like some kind of cameo in this one, even just like if he's not even playing Caldor or anything, but just a character in some way. And there isn't really much to spoil, to be honest. But Rona Mitra's in it for like a few minutes, and then they killed her off. Sorry, Daniel.
No, Daniel. He's saying he's giving us the okay.
Okay, well, that's fine.
He knows what he's doing when he gets on this stream. Okay, he's a
you're
big
expecting her to like have this like big role, and then you're like, oh, well, that's it. Okay, it's okay. You got a big a Cyclops.
That was
cool. That was awesome. Was it cool? Cyclops. I don't have a problem. That's cool. Some decent action at the end, big battle scenes and all that. And there's the post-credit scene is kind of cool as well. And like she's like a total hero, and you're just totally like rooting for her. She's just pure-hearted, good person who just wants to help people. So yeah, I think it's okay. I didn't love it though. I mean, I gave it like 2.5 out of 5. It probably deserved maybe a 3. I don't know, but I just thought there was something lacking from it. I can't quite put my finger on what it was. Maybe it's just because it's new. New movies don't have the magic of the old ones that you grew up with, so there's not the nostalgia attached to it. But it was okay. There's no Arnold, and you really miss having Arnold in it. I mean, whenever your first movie has Arnie and then you don't, then why bother? It's like, why remake Total Recall? It's like one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movie, and it's like, oh, I know, let's make it, but make it PG-13 without Arnold. Who gives?
And no Mars. And
and then lie and pretend that that's the story, even though I read the story and that's not it.
Yeah, we've all read it.
It's not even close.
Yeah, there was no ending to New Sonja film. The endings of the two baddies were completely unsatisfying. A cop-out, yes. And then it's like open for a sequel. It's like, oh, Sonja, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh. So by the time it ends, you feel nothing. Yes. That's what it was that bothered me. Although I kind of thought the character of the villain was interesting, I thought the way his story ended was a cop-out, because I was like, no, she didn't even have the final battle with him or whatever. She didn't kill the bad guy at the end. So you're sort of like, oh, okay, I don't really have any emotional connection here to this, her journey of that. So that was a big thing. But it was okay. I don't think people will talk about it as much after a few years. I think people will always go back to the Arnie one because it's Arnie. But anyway, that's all I'll say on it for now. So Sean.
Oh boy, it's just okay.
Yes, good.
Like I don't know. I'm kind of bordering on it sucks, but because it's a waste of my time. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And there's creatures, I guess. But it's I don't know, man. They spend an hour in that dungeon. Like this thing's like 2 hours. No, it's an hour and 50 minutes or something like that.
It's close.
Half of it, they're in that crappy set with these uninteresting characters, all way too pretty looking. I got confused between the dark-haired pretty boy and the blonde-haired pretty boy, even though one's dark-haired and one's blonde. It's the same damn character. I was like, who's the one that's untouchable and who's I don't know. It's like
you didn't watch Three Musketeers because that was D'Artagnan from the Musketeers TV series. Yeah. That's how I knew that guy.
There's a monkey man that
where I knew him from. Yeah.
Yeah. So I knew him immediately. I'm like, oh, it's D'Artagnan. He's the untouched.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a monkey man that they went through great lengths to apply makeup to and does absolutely nothing. What's the point of him being a monkey man? What does he rip a man in half? Does he do cool shit? No, he fucking doesn't, and he gets destroyed by a skinny monkey woman who bites him or something. I don't know. Look, and I don't like the Red Sonja actor. I'm sorry. I know everyone else would be like, she's okay. She looks like a mole rat. She's a kid. Maybe that's the point, but have someone who looks formidable. Like, it could still be a beautiful woman, but oh my god, she looks like some brat that you see in the mall. She's way too clean for the whole film. And it's like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to buy into her being this big warrior woman. I don't know, man. It's like, can they not get their head in the game? Like, you're making an action thing. Like, have a showdown. There's nothing interesting about this. Like, that guy who plays the villain, Sheehan or whatever the hell his name is, he's in a different movie altogether. No one else is matching him. He's like doing this big stand-up comedy routine and shit. It's like he's in a different planet, and it doesn't fit in the film at all. There's creatures, but you're supposed to sympathize with them, so you can't do cool shit with them. So they're just running around. It's like, oh, I feel sorry for this giant stomping a cyclops.
Also, what happens to the Cyclops?
Monster?
Where does it go?
He fucks off. He just fucks off. He just fucks off.
He's like, oh, goodbye.
Yeah, it's like there's no joy in the action and thrill and adventure of it all, and there is no adventuring, And at the end, Red Sonja fights guys and stuff, but it looks like Hercules, like Legendary Journeys. It doesn't look like
bad mouth Kevin Sorbo in that stuff. All right, now you just do that.
But I'm saying it's awesome, but it's a TV series, and you're shooting everything like right.
I agree with you,
and it's not shot like a movie. This movie is not shot like a film. It looks like a TV thing from the 90s. So listen, you can sit there and watch it and be like, oh yeah, it's okay. Oh yeah, they fight. Oh, like something moves and you look at it. But I want to ask them, why did you even make this? Like, if it's just to retain the IP, fine. But like, can't you take glee in it? Like, what the F? Like, anyways. It sounds like I hate it, but like I'm borderline. It's like
I think you do.
Man.
I was gonna say
you can sit there and watch it. It's okay, fine. She fight. We're gonna. Owen's right. We're gonna forget about this and still remember the old Red Sonja because it took chances. It's like it was cool. This I don't know. I mean, I should like it because there are monsters, but like it's so poorly paced.
It's so bland, and you just
and it's miscast to me.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's cool that the guy playing the villain is a great actor, but I don't know, maybe have everyone else try to match the tone of that. Mm-hmm. But anyways,
yeah. That's the most animated I've seen you talking about something.
I'm sitting here going, is this Sean, you okay, bud? You all right?
Maybe give
where this movie hurt
medication.
Yeah, right. Everything going okay at home, buddy? You all right? It's okay, man. We're here if you need us. Anytime.
This is what I used to do all the time on J-Man streams.
I know, and it's just like, what's going on?
I finished watching it, and I was like, when the movie ended, I was sort of like, oh, okay. I was like, is that it? It's like, there was no.
It's like,
I don't know.
The villain. I guess the point is like it's about abandonment and like. It's like I'm supposed to watch this movie with my pinky up, like it's high art. It's a fucking Red Sonja movie. God's sake, fight him! What's happening? Anyway,
he's just a dick. Have him have a big sword fight at the end, and that's the thing. You're made to sort of hate him, and then there's like the redemption thing at the end. You're sort of like, oh, okay, I guess that's kind of cool.
Hold me like you didn't hold me when I was a kid. I'm there for you. It's like, what? I didn't come here for this.
Yeah, you just want to hear Arnie go, enough talk. I'm like,
Yeah, dude.
Bash heads.
yeah, exactly.
It's like maybe wonder, well, like maybe ask yourself what you're trying to make here.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I'm done.
All right. Okay. Interesting. So, John.
I liked it a lot more than you did, but anyway. Okay, so like let me preface that by saying I've seen the original Red Sonja like 1,000 times. I've only seen this one once, so this is probably would have been a better argument. Like if I'd seen the newer one a lot more than I have, because like I said, I gave it a good review. I gave it 3.5, so I think I gave it more than you did, Owen. But what's missing? Yes, the adventure, the wink, the the nudge, the tongue in cheek, the adventure and everything. But I still like the visceral, grounded feel to it. I'm totally opposite in the fact that I love Matilda Lutz. I mean, I like, because I'm from a martial arts background. And I've seen many small girls beat the shit out of bigger people throughout my training and everything. So anytime that happens, I'm kind of into it, because like it makes it more, in terms of, there's more at stake and everything. And I loved how she did it. I loved how she brought Sonja to the screen. And I thought the ending was cool until the ending where we didn't get the climactic show off. And I was just like, I took points off for that. But up until that, she's running in slow motion. She's slicing guys and they're flipping behind her in slow motion. She's leaping off and shooting arrows on, upside down. I was digging it. I was like, you know what? This is pretty cool. I mean, is it as good as the original? No, Arnold's not in it. So that takes big points away from it too. But I love Michael Bisping, the MMA guy. I would have loved to have seen his character more. I would love to see a spinoff with just his character. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, he doesn't make it out of this one. But Rona Mitra was a missed opportunity. I'm like, why the fuck do you put Rona Mitra in this movie and have her die right then and there in that gladiator arena? And I was like, okay, like, was she maybe she was a friend of MJ Bassett's, who MJ Bassett like directed a lot of the Strike Back episodes. I love Strike Back, and I think that's one of the best action movies
of all time.
Action TV shows. I'm sorry about time. Philip Winchester was in Strike Back. When he was in this, I was like, yes. And then he wasn't used enough, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, you got Philip Winchester in it, and that guy's badass. So yeah, I have a lot wrong with it, but at the same time, I have a lot right with it. And I loved how it was grounded, but we still had the fantasy elements in it. So I love how they kind of bridge those two worlds together. Like I said, Sheehan, was overacting, but he was having a good time. And I like Dark Annalise, was that her name? His right hand wannabe queen. I liked how he was.
She's from Krypton.
Yeah. Anyway, I never saw Krypton, but I loved her character. I loved how she was seeing all the people that she killed and they were tormenting her. And it turned out that he was the reason why she was seeing those, because he was drugging her. So I thought that was a pretty cool aspect. I thought the action was good. The Cyclops, I was reading other people's responses who were saying that the special effects in that scene were god awful. I thought it was pretty cool looking. I thought they did. Listen, fine. This wasn't like $250 million. So I went in knowing that, and I was disappointed that we never got Robert Rodriguez's version that we were supposed to get, because way back when, when he was attached to it, because if he had done this movie, we would have been talking about a totally different movie. He would have directed the shit out of that movie. Now with Rose McGowan would have been as good, yeah. So you don't know. So but this is what we got. And like I said, I gave it a 3.5. But again, it goes back to what we say, Owen, and everybody. It's like I liked it. I didn't love it, like I said, but I've only seen it the one time. I have it. I got it because I had a $10 credit on Fandango at home, so I paid $2 for it. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I got it on digital, so I'm gonna watch it some more down the road, and we'll see how it goes. But from the first viewing, like I said, remember when we were talking about Mortal Kombat, how the original had more character than the remake did? The remake seemed soulless and lifeless. This one kind of seemed like that too. But even though it did, I was still on board, if you can see what I'm saying. And it has to do with a lot of it with Matilda, because I thought that, she owned it. Like, she kind of put the movie on her shoulders. She's like, you know what? I'm going to act the shit out of this. And I thought she was phenomenal in the role. And that was a big part of why I probably did like it. But I said at the end, I even wrote it in my review. I was like, the finale was way too short. It was just starting to get good. And then all of a sudden it was like, that was it. I was like, damn. I was like, well, that sucks. And then again, the surprise reveal, like he's the kid at the beginning of the movie when their camp gets raided, and like what Shaw was I was yelling at the screen too. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, there's not supposed to be hugging at the end of this movie. I was like, what are we doing right now? So it's like I took points off for that too. I mean, I could have liked this a hell of a lot more than I did, but I still at the end of the day enjoyed it. And like I said, I can't compare it fairly to the original because I'm so in love with. Again, I love the original. I like this one. That's pretty much how it
for a modern movie. It's fine.
It is, and we say that all the time on this show, right?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay. It's great. It's not great. It's good. But like at the end of the day, like 10 years from now, just like you said, we're not going to be talking about this one like we're going to be talking about the original. Although some people might, because this is this generation's Red Sonja. There might be some people out there who. There might be. You never know. Like I said,
the old movie didn't do well either. Like remember,
it was a dud. It was a box office flop.
It's a super dud. Everyone thinks it's crap. Like unless you were a little kid at the exact right time to watch this, keep this in perspective. We're not comparing Red Sonja 2025 to Conan the Barbarian. We're comparing it to Red Sonja, which everyone thinks is shit and stupid. I've seen a lot of people saying, it's got to be better than that 85 one. How could it be worse than that garbage? And I'm in a sword and sorcery group where people are should be smarter, and they're saying this old movie sucks. So just keep that in mind.
Well, I'm shaking my head because there are no children like us watching Red Sonja.
There isn't. There
like
really isn't. You are correct.
So there is no. It's this generation's Red Sonja. No, it's not.
Yeah,
there is no new generation.
They're going to be more into video games that have the same fantasy.
There'll be video games. Yeah.
My kids, if I told, hey, there's a Red Sonja movie out. Who the fuck is Red Sonja?
Yeah.
Like you know,
it's like Elden Ring and shit like that, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just.
This is a good point. Real popcorn makes here. She never feels like a barbarian type character, and that's the thing. As Sean said, she's a bit kind of too pretty and whatever. And I thought you need to see her just be a bit more badass.
She's a jungle woman of some sort. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I saw Deathstalker trailer with Daniel Bernhardt. I was just like, Red Sonja, what? I was like,
that's what it's supposed to be.
And can I just say, Daniel Bernhardt, God bless that man, because he made Bloodsport 2 back in 1995, 96. And that motherfucker 96. Is moving just like he did back when he made that movie in this trailer. And I was smiling all the way through. I mean, that's a conversation for another time, the Deathstalker. I'm sure we're going to do something on that when it officially comes out. We're just going to be all gloating about it. But I'm just amazed at how in shape he's kept himself and how I can't wait for that movie. But as soon as I saw that trailer, I was like, I'm probably going to not think about Red Sonja much afterwards when I watch that one. So I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Charlie?
Oh, boy. So I'm glad a lot of these. I'm really happy Sean reacted the way he reacted. I'm not Sean at this, but I am. I watched a Red Sonja movie that's not about Red Sonja whatsoever. She appears in everyone else's story in this movie. I learned more about the villains, this white-haired chick, all these guys that are stuck in this arena, everything going around her. And it's like, oh, yeah, there's Red Sonja here again. Oh, yeah, Red Sonja has a story going on in here. And I'm just like, where? I don't care. It's not my Red Sonja. Now, she doesn't even get to be a swordswoman in this. She's only good with knives. They take that aspect away from her. So her getting a badass sword in here is thrown out the window. Not enough blood. I was waiting for geysers of blood in this. R-rated Red Sonja. All the trailers, her covered in blood. Red Sonja. We are here. Where's the blood? I really think there's as much blood in this as there was in, the Brigitte Nielsen one. Because there's not a lot. A lot of it's off camera. Half the kills are off camera. The Cyclops is cool. I wasn't expecting, when I hear Cyclops, I'm thinking, crawl, shit like that. But this was, that's a Cyclops. Cool. I like the fight. It felt like the arena fight in Star Wars, Clone Wars. It's everyone in that arena looked way too clean. All their outfits were way too white. You guys are living in a prison in filth. Why are you all so clean? You guys are just nonchalant about it. Rona Mitra, completely wasted. She should have been Red Sonja's mentor. She should have taught her what she needed throughout this. We even get the goddess angle of all this, but it doesn't do nothing but empower her and bring her back to life at the end. spoiler effect, she dies in this movie but comes back also.
Yeah.
The ending fell completely flat on me. I'm like, the fuck is happening? This Red Sonja, don't let her scream anymore. She can't scream. When I see her, I visualize those female metal lead singers of, stuff, like Arch Enemy and stuff like that, because she looks like them. But when she's actually yelling, I'm like, there's no emotion, no power. And that's the biggest problem with this movie. There's no emotion. There is no power. No one is having fun with this movie. No one's like, fuck yeah, we're making a Red Sonja movie. They go, it's a paycheck. Are we done for today? Okay, wrap it up. Let's end it for now. I don't know much about this director stuff. I don't think I ever watched Solomon Kane. But I've seen some of the TV shows and stuff. I need to watch it. So I'm not gonna ding him on. I don't know what the director's work is like, but you're not a fan of Red Sonja because that doesn't come through in this movie whatsoever. The mixture of like science and a little bit of sorcery that caught me off guard when they first roll that looks like a vehicle from Judge Dredd through the jungle. That first scene, I'm like, the fuck am I watching? Like, and I'm even trying to go, oh, there's a machine in Red Sonja with Brigitte Nielsen. Okay, we're playing off of that. No, there's a fucking energy source. They have internet. They've got 4K TVs in the background. Like, I don't know where I'm at in this movie. There's prehistoric creatures. There's creatures I've never seen before. Like, I don't expect it to be Earth, but now I feel like I'm on an alien planet. And also, am I in the future? Am I in the past? Where am I here? At the very, and I'm with you guys. This movie has no soul. It felt like they were trying to do what Game of Thrones did. They don't know how to have fun with it like they did with sword and sorcery movies that me and J-Man and Sean and everyone here love. That just, when I watch a movie, I'm smiling. I'm not smiling during this movie. I'm just like, okay, there's some action.
My phone.
I did too. Thankfully, I was just going to IMDb going, who do I know this person from? Who do I know this person from? And what? And
not better movie that time.
Yeah, this one reminded me more of Mila Jovovich in Monster Hunter. It's just had that same kind of CG monster feel to it. In the old, and while we can't compare, I'm with John. I've only seen this movie once. Am I going to watch it again? Probably. Am I going to buy it when it comes out? Probably.
I think it's out now. Actually, I think it's out this week.
Not in Region 1 yet.
Not Region 1. Okay, but the original felt. When we say grounded, it felt really grounded. They are walking, riding horses, sword fighting. Yeah. When she started flipping around like a Power Ranger, I was out. I'm like, no. Now you look like Legolas trying to take out a bunch of orcs. And I'm snapped out of it now. I like this shit. They put her in the metal bikini. I laughed. I thought it was good. They did it a second time. I'm like, y'all are ballsy. Cool. And I like the outfit she's in later. And then when she's resurrected, she's got the cool death metal, face paint on.
Dynamite Comics thing, yeah.
But she does nothing at the end of this movie. And I'm more interested in the white-haired girl. I'm like, that's your villain. Who the fuck is this kid? This dude? Fuck him. I want Sonja the red, and whoever this chick is, the white. That's the clash I want to see. Yeah. That's the battle I want to see. We
never got that. You never got a proper one-on-one showdown there at the end. And I was like, and they end up like killing each other or whatever. And you're like, I remember when they both stabbed each other. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, how am I supposed to feel? And then you see a blood trail and you're like, oh, Red Sonja is now going to go fight a wounded weakling of a guy. And whose horse is he on it? Because it looked like her horse for a minute there. And now it's like, oh, you're in the altars and you don't believe in the gods. And now you're going to die here. I'm like, who the fuck cares? He believed in science. And the book is half herbs. The first half was electricity. What is this book that we were all supposed to know about?
It was herbs. That's what it was.
It was power and healing. Come on.
Yeah. You know I get that, but like, dumbass, you got the best half. Like the other one's like all your grandma's weed and pot recipes to mix that shit up with, man. This is like in the middle of the road. Did I hate it? No. Am I gonna pick it apart because Sean opened the floodgates for that? Yes. So this is flat out like a 2.5 or a 5 and a 10 rating. It's a movie. This is the problem. It's spectacular mediocrity. And that's exactly what new movies mostly are. This was really good compared to movies we've had the last 10 years. But compared to a movie 30 years ago, and if this is about rights, where's all the other Red Sonja movies we should have had in 30 years between this? You know, give me the my brain just went out, but give me that animated version that we got, the Beowulf. A Red Sonja in that type of movie at that point would have been badass, and you could have done anything with anyone at that point, and it would have been amazing. Now we wait till 2025 when we have the technology, we have the ability, and it still comes off feeling more fake than Brigitte Nielsen's movie back in the day. So that's me. I'll get off my podium now.
Also, Bridget is I prefer her as character of Red Sonja, although I like I thought Bridget just, there was a toughness to her, and she felt
she's a big chick.
She felt like she could take on men. This one is, I fight with knives. I'm one, like, I kind of understand that storyline if you're going with that one with the woods and all this other stuff, but she has no intimidation factor to her. She has no power among her, you know. And John, you might be right. I mean, I've seen girls that can fight too, but there's also a matter of mass of, I can pick your ass up and throw you 10 or 15 feet away from me. You know, you might get a kick eventually, but I'm going to, especially with the giant gorilla dude that I also agree, Sean, what the fuck?
Why are you
here? Him and the girl are the only two, like, and also, if you're serving a guy that is killing other animals and scorching, aren't you half animal? Why are you with this guy?
He doesn't identify with them.
Right. I'm just, it's just completely disjointed. I don't know.
It's cool that that's there. It's a fantasy trope of like different kinds of people, but they don't do anything with them.
They did nothing. And the one female one felt like the one girl from the third Star Trek movie. That was about it. Yeah, that's how she came across. And then all of a sudden at the end, she breaks her chains and kills the big motherfucker that's killed everyone. I'm like, come on. No, you guys were just like, are we done yet? It's Friday. Can we wrap this movie up? That's the end of this movie. Come on, guys. Come on. We can get this done in like 2 hours. Come on, let's go.
Pizza's awaiting.
That's me. I'm done.
All right. Well, I know Jay's opinion on the movie, so over to you, Jay. This should be interesting.
Well, two rarities. Rarity number one, I'm the most positive person here.
Yeah.
Rarity number two, I agree with John almost exactly. First of all, what did the pig guys do in Deathstalker? Nothing. They just walked around, right? So, like, you guys are applying all of this logic to this new movie, which is impossible. So, you guys sat down to watch this and thought this is going to be equivalent to Red Sonja in 1985. If that's what you thought, then you're completely insane.
I never, in my mind, when it went across.
Yeah, no, I never thought that.
Okay, well, it's because
it's called you didn't even get close.
Right, but the points that you're making are saying that, like, it's not like this. Yeah, no shit. No movie is ever. It's never happening ever again, ever. You need to remove yourself from that. It's never happening, guys. Yep. I sat down and I thought this is going to be a disgusting piece of garbage movie that I'm going to throw up on. And I was like, I like this girl. She's pretty good. There's monsters. That's pretty cool. Sean is right. You feel sorry for them so they can't chop their heads off. It's like, right. But I didn't think there was going to be any monsters. I thought it was going to be a bunch of nothing walking around. I was like, I'm watching. I'm like, you know what? They tried here. Yeah. Like that looks pretty cool. That's kind of neat. Okay, she's fighting. Okay, she's learning. She's not the barbarian Red Sonja that you guys want is gone. Like, this Red Sonja is gone. I don't know what Red Sonja things you've been consuming. Like, I just watched like the Gail Simone Red Sonja motion comic. It's awful. It's nothing. This is what this character is. All these barbarian characters, they're gone. This Deathstalker movie is going to be awesome. You know why? Because it's Kickstarter. And the guy making it's like, I need your money and I'm going to do what you guys want. this Deathstalker movie is going to give you what you want, so you can look at it and compare it to the old Deathstalker.
But he's
movie.
doing better with less.
I know, but
better with less.
But that's because he's following the old trends. They're following the new trends, which is now it's got to be a 2-hour origin where a bunch of crap happens. So on that, this is not a great movie. I gave it a 7.5 out of 10, which is the highest
Still
rating
really
out of all.
Fucking high. We
That's
all
high.
read
That's
that.
high, right?
That was really high. Okay,
That's high.
That was my shock about that.
It's high, and it's high because I like Red Sonja, and there wasn't a bunch of like crazy woke feminist crap. So I'm like, that's surprising. Nice. There was monster. Look, the ending sucks. There's no fight at the end. That's garbage. It's stupid. How is there no fight at the end? You fight the white-haired girl, and have a good fight with her, right? And then you can kill the sorcerer guy easily if you want to have one easier guy, right? Yeah. Okay, so that totally sucks. Listen, I agree. Look, I agree with all of your points. I 100% agree with all your points, except it's 2025. And this is where movies are at. So I'm judging it. I'm judging it positively because I was enjoying it while I watched. I only saw it once. I will buy it. I will watch it again, and maybe I'll tear it apart more. Like 1985 to me is like a 10 out of 10. I love it. I watch it all the time. This movie sucks compared to it, but I don't know what everyone was expecting. Like I'm going by expectation level. Well, like I'm like, this is going to be a horrendous nightmare. And I'm like, hey, this isn't really that bad. It's like that girl's trying. She's not the real Red Sonja, but this is what Red Sonja is. It's like, she's more like they have to think in their heads, well, she can't just be a barbarian that gets these abilities. Maybe she's like, oh, she's surviving on her own, and it's kind of like Tarzan, and she's got to learn to fight. And then she's in this arena. So then it's like Conan. It's like the first hour of Conan and the pit fights and all that. And then she'll get better and better. And then she'll lead this revolution against the guy. Like I can see what they're trying to do. What they don't understand is that doesn't fit what these barbarian movies are, but they're not trying to make them because they don't know what they are. They're making the best Red Sonja that they think that they're making. Unfortunately, modern audiences don't care about Red Sonja, and the audiences that do care about Red Sonja are not going to like this random modernized take on the character, but they don't know that. So what are we left with? Like this movie is better than Axel Foley or whatever, in my opinion, or like whatever of the new thing, anything new that's old. Like to me, Axel Foley is way the hell worse than this because I don't understand any point what that movie was for. Versus this movie, they tried to make a modern Red Sonja, but they failed because nobody wants a modern Red Sonja. The old fans don't want it, and there are no new fans. So this is on trend with everything else. As a movie, if I watch this on TV or if I watch this with if this came on after Deathstalker, I'd be like, wow, those two movies were awesome. Like we're only looking at it now because we're going back and realizing that how neat these old movies were. We're like, wow, that Red Sonja movie is really cool. A lot of inventive stuff. This movie doesn't have half the inventive stuff. Like I'm watching the old Red Sonja, just like the scenery. There's the potion maker guy, and he's got all these weird things around. And like, oh, I wonder what that's for. What's that spell for? That's all gone. But that's not gone from this movie. So we can beat the crap out of this movie, but that's what it is for everything. And I don't know what like. It's like I'm defending it in the sense that I'm defending. Firstly, I like going against Sean because that's fun, but I'm defending it. I'm defending it more because I can see that I think that they did try. I think they thought. I don't think they made this like you're saying. Oh, we just want to hurry up and make this. I think they really did try, and they thought, this will be pretty cool, but they just don't understand what we want. So
and that's fair. That's fair.
I
got one thing just to put in your mind.
Go
on with your argument.
Go ahead. Yeah.
We're also doing Red Sonja 1985 versus Red Sonja 2025.
Right. There's no versus. There's no versus. The 85 is 1,000 times better.
Contest at the end of the day.
But that's our argument that me and Sean are having. It's like this did this. This movie didn't.
Right, but that movie
is this enjoyment.
And I just want to say something too. Like I have been reading Red Sonja. The thing is, so the Raven Simone stuff is from like fucking 10 years ago or something like that. Since about 2020, 2021, around there, they've been doing like miniseries and stuff, and all of that is a barbarian Red Sonja. And just my problem with those comics were that I could breeze through those in 2 minutes because there's like barely any dialogue, and it costs $7. That's why I dropped them. But it's a barbarian still.
Yeah.
It's more of a barbarian than the Raven Simone bullshit.
Right, but the newest book that just came out, it's Raven Simone is the girl from.
Oh no, sorry, what's the name?
Gail Simone.
Gail
Simone.
I like Raven.
Come on, Sean. Sean, you know who Gail Simone is. Come on. But
Gail Simone,
yeah. But remember, the old Red Sonja movie bombed, and everyone hates it. So in the filmmaker's mind. No, but Charlie's saying, I'm responding to Charlie saying it's verses.
It's verses.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's verses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks the old movie is shit, and it bombed. So a new filmmaker is going to be like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to honor the old movie that everyone hates, makes fun of, and bombed. Like, that's what I'm saying. Axel Foley is worse, right? Which is like to say that you went from a great franchise and now you made it crap. Like, I'm not to compare those two. I don't want to do that, but I'm saying like
you're talking about modern movies that
grown
up with franchise.
Yeah, so people think that movie sucks. It's not it's like Total Recall. That's a big time fail in their mind. They're like, well, nobody liked that old Red Sonja movie. Well, why didn't they like it? Oh, they thought it was cheesy, whatever. So it's like that's I'm just saying that I don't think they went in this with bad intentions. I don't think they went into it with bad intentions.
But like, I don't see the passion in it. And your argument about this the 85 movie bombed, yes, but then garnered a cult following of fans that do love it now. I'm not seeing that love though. In all honesty, I'm not seeing that love that much. Like a lot of people, when I was posting about this, there are people like, oh, yo, that cheesy movie, and like literally most comments were like, oh, hopefully this movie's at least better than that old shitty movie. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people think the way that we're thinking. Go ahead, Sean. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, I don't care what their intentions were. It's still incompetent, and objectively, because of that, is bad. Red Sonja in 1985 is a barbarian. You can say that. She's a female barbarian.
Yeah, and this one, she's a jungle woman.
The 2025 one is a what?
Jungle woman.
You can't even go in knowing
Jungle woman. Jungle woman. She's in the fucking jungle with daggers like Tarzan. She's a jungle woman.
Yeah, but they don't really do. Okay, she does.
They show in the jungle with animals and protects animals.
Okay, so as a jungle woman, what's your jungle woman movie? Your barbarian movie is she's adventuring because it's barbarian tropes. Right. What's your Jungle Woman movie?
The Jungle Woman movie?
There's no script here.
Listen. You're making okay. First of all, I didn't fucking say it's 10 out of 10. Okay, I said it's a 7.5, and you know my grading scale. I thought the creatures looked good. I thought she was awesome. So if you think she sucks and I think she was awesome, we can't meet on that point. But they are telling us. So if this had come out after Hercules Legendary Journeys, tonight, Red Sonja, you would have watched and you would have said it was shit. Fucking no way, Sean. Zero chance of you saying that. Go back to 19 whatever and Hercules is on, and then 5 minutes after Hercules, Red Sonja, this movie comes on TV, you watch and say it's shit. No way.
Yeah, I would, because there's no
I don't think so.
But it's not like movies back then. Look at that ending with that guy just sitting there.
Yeah, that's garbage.
That's not how anything ended back then.
Right, it's garbage. Well, you make fun of Carl.
And what I said is garbage.
Yeah, I said the ending is garbage. That's why
the finale is disappointing. We all
everyone said the finale is garbage.
The movie. If you're not landing your point at the end, then your movie sucks.
No, that's not true.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, did it end in a logical way? Like, I don't think it's an illogical ending. It's just disappointing.
No, it's not an illogical ending, but it goes back to, what are you making? What is happening here?
They're doing
Do you want to make a fantasy movie with a woman with a sword or not?
She fought like a shit ton of guys with swords and at the end, like she fought a bunch of guys running around hitting a bunch of people.
So you got 5 minutes of what your point of this movie is.
Yeah, so there you go.
Listen, okay. So ahead, what we're saying here is, like, again, it takes too long. Like, again, for whatever reason, movies nowadays think we need a 800-minute origin story. Right. I get it, okay, but I still enjoyed the journey, and I still like where Charlie said he didn't see. I saw some passion in this movie. Like I saw actually a lot in it. Like, and like I said, the finale was kick ass until it wasn't. I mean, and at the same time, it's like I I still like the finale. Now, did we get the fight scene at the end? But I see where they were trying to do something different with the switch in the plot and the character of him and how they were related to each other and stuff like that. But that's just, I mean, like, I got millions of movies in my collection that I have problems with, but at the end of the day, I still love them and watch them to this day. It's like I have problems with this movie.
This isn't an attack on someone that likes the movie.
No,
this is not us saying you shouldn't like it, and that's. I want the chat to understand. This is not us fighting each other because we're like,
no, yeah,
no. You know what the fuck you're talking about.
No.
This is our lively discussions that happen all the time.
I haven't been looking at the chat, but anyways,
these are more exciting than when we just sit there and talk about.
This is going to be a very high-rated stream.
Yeah. You're not wrong. I'll agree with you on that.
Jimmy,
I'm just saying. My problem is that you guys are getting you're super pissed off over this movie. It's like, what did they do that was so bad? They tried to make a Red Sonja movie. Wasn't that good? That's the end of it.
Enjoy it. I had no enjoyment in the movie. That's what
I did have enjoyment. I did. I thought it was cool fighting in the pits and fighting. And when she freed the thing, I was like, oh, that's cool. She freed it. Now it's gonna fucking destroy those guys. That's cool.
2
that
seconds
was cool.
of that was cool, but it's like there's when I watch a movie that I really, really enjoy, it's like I get hyped. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Owen said, I'm looking at my phone. I shouldn't.
I didn't look at my phone at all.
I did though, because and that's the thing. You were enjoying it. I think it also comes down to your mood when you watch a movie. Sometimes if you're having just an absolutely shit fucking day and a movie is just not quite nailing it for you, like, fuck this movie, I don't care. But if you're having a great day and a great week and you're watching a movie that even is remotely good, you're like, yeah, okay, that's what I'm talking about. This is good. I didn't have a shit day today, but I was also just going, where's the fun, man? I'm not having fun with this movie. And then it falls on its face at the end. And now the last memory I have of this movie on a one-time watch is that ending fucking sucked. So how do I convince myself to watch it again?
You're saying, yeah, okay, the ending sucked but like you had a battle. So if you look at Conan the Barbarian, my favorite movie, there's a battle at the mounds. Then he walks up to Thulsa Doom, cuts his head off, and that's it. So Thulsa Doom and Conan do not have a big battle at the end. So is that
Conan kills him?
Yeah, Conan kills him. Yeah,
Conan completes his journey.
Right,
and what his goal was. He kills Thulsa Doom. Red Sonja is locked in on this motherfucker running around.
No, her journey is to reunite. No, her journey is to find her people and reunite the people, which does happen at the end, and she does fight those guys. And when she finds out he's one of them, it's a lot harder to just kill than to say, oh shit, I didn't realize that all this shit happened to you. You still had a big battle, and then you had a very, not exciting ending, but it was an emotional ending or whatever, which in my opinion is lame because I'd rather just have a fight.
Yeah, it wasn't like they tried emotional, but it wasn't emotional. I think that's a difference.
I didn't have any emotion either.
I didn't either. I was just like,
well, that's why I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
And I'm not saying you are, and that's why I'm not disparaging the fact you like it. Right. I like that we're just like, why this? Why did you like? Why or don't you like it? Also, I figured out the whole. I think it's still up in the air whether it was her brother or not, but I kept going. He's a fucking kid in the flashback. Like 3/4 of the way through the movie because they show it earlier, and I'm like,
why show it?
Yeah. Now that's like this big reveal for the audience of, oh shit. I'm like, motherfucker, I figured that out like 30-40 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's hard to account for. I mean, I figured out Weapons. I just watched Weapons. I figured out the entire movie in 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes.
I do that to my wife.
Woman in the Yard.
Yeah, I will watch Woman in the Yard.
Watch Panic Room. My wife loved that movie and wanted me to sit down and watch it. In 10 minutes, I went, that person, and I named what every person did.
What, with Jodie Foster?
She is livid with me. Like, how the fuck did you figure that out? I'm like, it's just what I do.
Yeah, you can't judge by that's tough because I can sometimes I figure out, sometimes I don't figure. Yeah, I'm just saying you got really angry at this movie. I don't know what happened. It's like worst case scenario, you walk out of this movie, you thought, yeah, that wasn't that great. But like, I mean, do you think it's better than I think Conquest is better, but Charlie, you don't like Conquest, right? So like, is this better than Conquest? Like
we keep throwing this at Charlie. Charlie doesn't like how Conquest was filmed. I hate the fucking fog.
Is it better than Deathstalker 3? Like
the movie,
what is the criteria?
Fine. Like this one doesn't even compare to the Barbarian movies, even the shitty ones. This one still doesn't compare.
So it's shittier than the shittiest of the Barbarian.
Yeah, I think so.
It's frustrating. That's why. It's like his barbarians baroness, of course.
Of course.
Fuck
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, of course, because the characters are awesome and their journey is more fun.
Yeah.
This movie, like I think people are getting, not you guys, but I think people are getting angry at this movie for the wrong reasons. Like you could just say it's mediocre and it's not that great, but they're getting upset over points that A are just lies, or B. I don't know why I just got worked up on this one, because it's just bombarding with like, oh, it's this. Like, did you guys watch this movie? Because it's none of these things. And it's like, you could say it's mediocre, but there was a big battle at the end. I liked Red Sonja. I like the battle at the end. I like the creatures. I like that he had technology. I like that he had the spell book and was using technology with spells. That's pretty neat. Like, they thought of cool things to do, and he's powering up the city with magic. That's kind of neat. There's some neat stuff, man. They didn't just barf this out, just like the Fantastic Four stick, just barf it out and be like, oh, here's your movie, and then here's your movie, and have a good time.
You can still have a good story and a good script, but I still just don't feel that they cared about this property by doing it. It just doesn't, to me, it just doesn't come across as anyone there, even the girl that's playing Red Sonja. I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying her as Red Sonja.
For it though, because it went through so many rewrites and different directors and different casts and everything.
That's probably the problem.
The fact that the film was actually coherent at all is a miracle in itself.
And that's fair.
Yeah, but I see, like, given that, and I see what you're saying, Jim, and I was, when I was watching the movie, I was like, well, they have some cool things in here, like he's powering stuff with, like, he's figuring out what we think is science, but it's probably magic,
right? Or
a melding of the two, right?
Yep.
And he's got all these, there are creatures. That was cool. I just don't like the attitude of all that, and I feel like that's probably those rewrites. Someone somewhere in this production was a fan, like, or at least
she had the bikini. There's nobody on this panel that sat there and thought that she was going to have that, right?
Yeah. No,
and she had it times, and they didn't make fun of her. They didn't say, "Oh, Red Sonja, oh, this is cheesy." They didn't. I guarantee you, this new He-Man movie is going to have all that. They're going to make fun of the character.
No, they made fun of the chainmail bikini, but
they go. He goes.
It doesn't protect anything. Yeah.
She said that, so that's okay. But then she wore it, and
he said it. He hands it to her, and he goes. She goes, "What's it going to protect?" He goes,
"Absolutely
nothing. Absolutely nothing." Right. The crowd's going to love it, though. You know, and that's exactly right.
And the crowd did love it.
The crowd did love it, and she wore it a few times.
Yeah.
I don't think this is quite, from what I heard, it sounds like it's like, oh, this is like a horrendously trash movie. I'm like, it was pretty good.
I'm
like, my review says pretty good. It's pretty good. It's
I'm middle of the road. I'm middle of the road. Sean's the hater. I'm
my review is it's frustrating, and it's like I'm frustrated watching these things now. I just, and I have been for years, but it's no one's going to be of that, what we talked about, of that vocabulary. Like, they're not going to know, like the people behind us didn't grow up with Deathstalker and all that.
Right? They don't know.
Yeah.
But everyone,
then why are you making it if you don't know
for the rights?
Because it's there to be made.
Yeah.
Like, why are they making? Like, I would say this Red Sonja movie is way better than Superman. At least she won and beat everyone at the end.
Superman.
Like, so, like, it's better than
Superman, and I don't want to. Yeah.
Right? Like, she wins. She's the best in her movie. She defeats guys. She outsmarts. She doesn't just, she uses her mind to defeat the Cyclops. She sees that there's the energy thing. She's like, hey, this guy's doing something. Okay, I'll.
Yeah, she Hellboyed it. You know.
She Hellboyed it. Yes.
Yeah.
So she does do stuff that's a little bit smart. And I know they have the journey, which the journey could have been 10 minutes, right? Just like Conan, a quick montage of a pit fight, and you're like, okay, he learns how to fight now, right? Yeah. So Conan did it better, but they did try, and I don't think they distanced themselves from the character. They're like, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. And it is what it is. I like the girl.
Maybe went too far for me then. If we're going to go off that logic, maybe they just went way too far over what I was expecting. Again, I come back to where all of a sudden she's a Power Ranger and she's doing flips and jumps and shooting an arrow upside down.
Well, that I don't mind, because that's all part of the fun of that thing. Like, I like her jumping around.
To me, it just didn't feel like part of what I at the end of the day, it's also what I'm expecting. I literally watched 85 last night and now 2025 today. So I have watched them back to back.
Yeah. So maybe that's not the best. That wasn't really the best idea.
It's probably not the best way to do this.
So. I didn't do it. I didn't rewatch the 85 because I've seen it so many times. I just watched this clean But
I also watched this last night, but the library copy I got didn't download correctly, and I went, I got it fixed. It was my hard drive.
Oh, because I watched my copy, right? It was fine.
So last night I was like, fuck, I wanted to watch Red Sonja. Fuck it, I'll watch the old one now, because I wasn't gonna, because I knew it, but I just happened to watch both now within 24 hours. And it's really hard not to compare the two. It really is hard. And we're also doing a versus. If we are sitting here only talking about 2025 without 85 in the conversation, where we're just bringing it up, I think it'd be a little bit different too. But because it is, we just got done talking about, you could hear it in our conversation at the beginning. I fucking love this movie. Oh man, I love her in this. There's nothing wrong with this movie. I can find zero negatives. This is a whole, a beloved movie. Let's talk about the new one. Fuck. This part was cool. I like this guy, and a lot of the conversation before it got to me was 2 sentences about Red Sonja and then everyone else in the movie. And I'm like, so there was more memorable people in this than even the titular character that it's titled after.
I liked Red Sonja a lot.
Point to point her out.
I also liked her a lot.
Well, awesome. You went after me, so J-Man, I didn't have your. Whenever
I thought she was awesome though.
Yeah.
She and I could tell everybody apart, but I knew who the actors were though. So that's one thing. I watch a lot of those other shows, so I know the girl from Krypton, I know the guy from Musketeer. So I knew the actors from other things. Like, oh shit, it's that guy, right? Yeah. So I got pumped up because I also like those actors and other things I've seen them in. So that helped me like the characters more than if I didn't know who they were and just thought they were bland or whatever.
I like
Phil was better written.
Yes, a horse is the hero in this movie. Okay, that horse was better.
Nah, also, I didn't like it, so it's like, I get it.
Who didn't see that the prince was going to come back with an army at the end too? I'm like, as soon as that motherfucker rode off, he's like, I got to go rebuild my kingdom, and I'm like, yeah, motherfucker's showing.
That's in every movie though, even in Lord of the Rings.
It was a total Lord of the Rings.
John. Come on, what's going on with these? That's never happened, right? It's like that happens all the time.
That's what I said. It happens.
It happens. It happened.
I know. It just had to be in there. I'm running out of steam here, boys. I'm tired of fighting.
90 minutes of Red Sonja, man. No deviation. No,
very good.
Yeah.
See, that's because two of us were nice, good human beings, decent people.
Both of us are realistic.
All these other guys are mean. They're mean and cruel. They probably hurt animals. I don't know.
The two that agreed are the two that are at odds almost every fucking episode.
I know, but so John and I spoke privately, and I said, John, let's team up on this one and really throw these guys off.
Moment, huh?
We're going to the bottom here.
We are on top. That's.
I have the Red Sonja shirt. I'm still just going to point that out. Okay,
he's got a Red Sonja shirt too.
That's why we're on the top.
I have a Red Sonja comic I got today.
Right
there we go.
There you go. You can hold on.
I have a Ninja 3 top, which outranks everything. So.
Owen wins.
Owen does win that. But Owen got me. Owen bought me this shirt.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah. So
I need to get a lot more different types of t-shirts. That's for sure. I got like 8,000 Punisher Skull t-shirts. That's the problem.
That's okay. Those are all good.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm enjoying this conversation more than the 2025 Red Sonja. So let's just leave it at that.
The funny thing is, like you may have noticed, I haven't said much because I really don't care. I'm not passionate enough.
There you go.
About either film. I mean,
in the middle.
I enjoyed the middle.
Middle. I moved it to the middle.
I got middling as well. I'm like, I think it was good. I enjoyed it. And then this new one had some fun moments, whatever. But I didn't passionately hate this new one or like or whatever. I was like, it was all right. Am I going to buy it? Yes.
I am too. I am going to buy it.
Yep. So. But it was all right. So for me, anyway, the winner is the original, the 1985 film. And so are we all agreed?
Yeah, I think
that was a foregone conclusion.
This is just an excuse to talk about the new movie and give substance to the conversation. Right?
I agree with that. Yeah.
Nobody else is really talking about it. That's the thing. There's all these movies come out, and it's just content now. It comes out, and then within a couple of weeks, it's buried by other stuff, and then nobody speaks about it.
Was it released for one day?
Yes, they released it in one.
Yeah,
and that's the problem.
I didn't even know they're doing that.
A lot of these movies just go to streaming, and it's just like they get buried, and it's just,
Nobody 2 was in theaters for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks, and it was streaming while it was at the tail end of its theater run, and I was like,
and I've already pre-ordered the pre-order of the 4K came out while it's still still
that
playing.
weekend. Yeah, it was like that Monday after it released. So it's like, where's the incentive to send us to theaters now? I wanted to go watch Nobody 2, and I'm like, I don't have time to go opening. Maybe we'll try next week. Oh, fuck, it's already here. Okay, I guess fuck me. I don't need to go to the theater anymore.
Charlie, I'm literally ordering the tickets. Like I'm like going to order. I'm like, let me see what date. I was like, oh, you know what? No, I'm on vacation again. I was like, okay, let me see. And I'm like, oh, I checked the library. I'm like, it's on the library.
It's there, which means it's going to streaming already. You know, that
right. So what am I going to do? Spend
within 2 weeks though? It's like, who's in charge of this? It's like nothing should be released on digital within 3 to 6 months of it being released.
I agree.
I 100% agree.
It opened up number 3, and it's like, why? Like, why did this not at least take number 1 the first week?
Release it on digital after 3 months, then the physical release after 6 months. There you go. And that's it. But the thing is, like, so many movies don't even get a physical release. Like Diablo with Scott Adkins, that's not even out in a physical medium.
I have it. Yeah, I borrowed it from the library. Like, what is going on?
I even looked for a DVD. I can't even find a DVD for it on Amazon or anything yet that I could see, and that sucks.
Yeah. Well, there's still movies that are. We talked about how bad Axel Foley was. That's not on physical. I can't put that next to Beverly Hills Cop 3
why
in
is
my
that
collection.
I would probably still pick up the.
I did see that though.
Yeah, I saw you saw that. That was awesome. Yeah.
You know what's cool? Because I did what you did, Jay. You're kind of my hero and idol because of this. But I was on a Cineplex app. By the way, Cineplex, your app sucks. Just saying. On the app, it doesn't give me the option to book IMAX. It only showed up on D-Box. And I was like, I fucking hate D-Box. I'm not doing that. If I'm going to be shaking around, I'm going to shit myself watching the film.
I hate D-Box.
And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So then I got to the cinema, and we were there like half an hour before screening, which was supposed to be 7:10. And then we saw it was on an IMAX. And I was like, why did the IMAX showing not show up in the app?
That's weird.
So I went up to the counter where you go, and I said, is it possible to change these tickets for the IMAX screening? I said, your IMAX screening does not show up on the app. She said, oh, yeah, no problem. So we did all that, and no problem at all. So because you said it's very easy to do that, and they are. So
Sean and I went to that Transformers thing. The seats were absolute shit trash. I was like, I'm not sitting here. There was like a barrier in front. It's like literally a barrier up to here. I'm like, are you?
Yeah, I know the one. Yeah,
you know what we were talking about, right? I was like, no. It's like, we're changing this like right now. This is outrageous. And I get no problem. Just no problem. It's like, but I use the app, and I do have the IMAX options on my app, but I've never tried that the VIP. Is that where you went to?
Yeah.
Or not VIP. The
there's IMAX and D-Box, Ultra AVX.
Ultra AVX. Yeah. No, okay, that's really weird. That's so weird.
Either way, we got to see it in the big screen, and it was still 10 out of 10. Just a one.
Oh yeah, that movie's awesome.
Classic movie. So I went to TIFF the weekend, which is probably where I got sick from. And I saw The Furious, which is easily the best action movie I've seen this year. It's like it's violent as fuck. It's like so violent. Like Yaya and Ruhian from the Raid, and he's like just the most sadistic henchman. He just has a bow and arrow for the entire movie. And he just kills people with like a bow and arrow. And like the final fight scene lasts like about 30 minutes, and it's like a 5-way fight. It's like 2 against 3, and like everyone's just like fighting at once like each other. And I was like, this is fucking nuts. And there's one point where Yaya and Ruhian's character, he like hacks the guy up with a sword, and it hacks him to pieces, and then he walks away, and the guy's hand is still like on his leg, and he's walking away. So it's just a severed hand that's holding on to the leg, and I was like,
awesome.
I kind of know.
So I don't know when the film's actually out. There's not even a trailer for it yet. But so they did a Q&A after, which lasted about half an hour. A video you can check out the channel. I did like a couple of videos and uploaded them. But then I got to meet like the entire cast afterwards. I spoke to Joe Taslim, who now follows me back on Twitter. So we'd all see if I can get a chat with him at some point. But so it's funny, you go to like the American stars, you see Angelina Jolie with her like 20 bodyguards and everything around her. Going, oh my god. Yeah. These guys just standing outside, like,
smoking a cigarette.
And they're just
What
cool.
are we eating after this? What are we doing?
Yeah. So I just went right up to Joe Taslim, and there was a couple of kids wanting a picture with him, whatever. And I said, "Oh, do you want me to take the picture?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." So I took the picture. I was like, "By the way, can I get a picture?" So and then I chatted to him for a few minutes. We talked about Warrior, the TV series, and I said, "It's too bad Warrior got cancelled. It really deserved a proper show off." And he said, "Oh yeah," he said, "It deserved at least another 2 seasons." And he said to the 2 kids, he's like, "Have you kids seen Warrior?" And they're like, "What?" It's just like a terrified song. So, but it was just so cool meeting him. And then, so he was cool. And then Yahya and Ruhian is like this lovely, smiley, quiet guy, and nothing like the various savage villains he's played in his movies. So, this quiet guy. And then Kenji was great, the director. I told him absolutely loved the movie. And I'm so tired of fucking forgotten everybody's name. Shimiao, who's like the main guy in it. He's like an incredible martial artist, and I spoke to him about the movie, and I said that because that's just a masterpiece. That's like the best like fight films in the past 10 years. He said, "Oh, really? Do you think so?" "Oh, thank you so much." And he shook my hand. We did the photo and whatever, and that was just super awesome. And that was just exactly what you want from TIFF. It's like to watch the movie, and then you get to meet the entire cast.
Yeah, that's an actual legit like screening.
Yeah.
Like.
I did, because this wasn't even the premiere. It was on a Midnight Madness, but I knew it, and I thought, wait a minute, I know these actors are going to be here. I bet they're still going to be there to promote this movie. Let's go. So there's tickets available. We had great seats. Ed got an aisle seat, and I thought, oh, this isn't going to be an Ed movie. I even said that at the end. I said, this wasn't an Ed movie, was it? And he said, that was fucking awesome. He said, I loved it. And I was like, really?
Oh, awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm totally into it, because when it's human traffickers, like, yeah, it doesn't matter what happens to them, that you don't feel bad. They deserve everything and worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So you're just like cheering along with the violence. So I loved the movie. I love getting to see it on the big screen, and I love going to see like the international like martial arts movies at TIFF, because they really will get a theatrical release here, unless you go to like maybe downtown to Yonge and Dundas or wherever to see it. But no, so when The Furious comes out, you all need to check it. It's fucking awesome. It's so good. So,
so it's replaced Nobody 2.
Yes, yeah, that and No Way to are like my favorites. Yeah, okay. but the thing is, like once you've watched this, you're like, wow, Hollywood movies are so soft in comparison to these. Like
they are. Yeah.
They're like violent as fuck. And you're like, oh wow, because you're thinking, oh, the camera's going to cut away now. Oh no, he's just going to continue hacking away at them. Oh, okay,
nice.
So I loved it. I think if you like movies, if you like The Raid and The Night Comes First, whatever, this is up there with them. So those are like my kind of movies. I love.
Well, the word of buzz even before this was like off the charts. Like every time I did an article for it, I was just like, okay, I need to see this movie now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I was looking for it, and I was like, I can't find a trailer for this anywhere. And then I just saw a clip on YouTube. There's just that quick scene whenever they're and he's like fighting whatever, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure actually everybody died making it, and that was their ghost.
That was like On Back.
Yeah,
On Back first. Remember when that first came out? You're like, all you saw was clips. You're like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like these people are all dead. This is the only movie. I'm like, those guys fell off.
Yeah, Tom Young-gun when he goes up the stairs and he's like throwing guys.
He threw one guy. You're like, wait a minute, how many levels did he go?
Oh, they're not attached to
he went up 4.
Oh, okay.
He went up 4, and that guy just got thrown. I'm like, he's dead.
The tree scene at the beginning when they throw people out of the tree. Like, Jesus fuck.
They're getting nailed.
Like, oh, but there's pads on the ground. I was like, yeah, you've still broken your neck 3 times.
That pad was an inch thick if it was anything. Yeah. Okay, that's
so. Someone
put some leaves on top to hide it. It'll soften it more.
Yeah, no. Somebody posted a comment on one of my things for On Back. I had to delete that video because it was an old one, and they're like, that there was padding in the guy's head or something. I'm like, really? He didn't smash open people's skulls. I'm like, I know, dumbass, but the guy jumped off a thing and nailed a guy in air, like off a motorcycle. Like, I mean, okay, I get you. There's padding, but the guy's falling. Like,
yeah,
you can't not fall or whatever. Like, you can't.
It still could hurt badly.
Like you think is going on. So why don't you? Okay, I got this idea, buddy. Why don't you sit there and I'll kick you in the head with
I'll
padding.
do it.
Yeah.
Tom
Right?
Cruise ain't doing that. You know, he'll hang off of a fucking airplane, but he's not getting cracked in the head with a flying elbow.
No.
Jesus.
Unless it's Mission Impossible
movie,
2.
There's that movie Born to Fight where one guy throws a kid
Yes!
and,
Oh my
and the
God!
camera's
Oh, yeah.
showing the kid in the air and then
Yeah,
she lands
Yeah.
and the camera's still on her and I'm like, that was a real
That was a real person. They threw that. Yeah. Born to Fight. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
We watched that. We watched that at my place, right? Yeah.
Whatever, and like they fall off trucks and shit like that. Is that the one? I think it is. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and you're like, how did that? Like, that's a person.
It's all in camera. You don't get the cuts we're used to in other movies.
Whatever else, it's all like real things, and that's the thing with this. The Furious, it's like it's real, and like Joe Taslim should be like the biggest martial arts star in the world. Like, if anybody's wondering who he is, he's Sub-Zero in like a Mortal Kombat movie. You know? And it's funny, like people are like, oh, who's that you're with? And I was like, it's Joe Taslim. People didn't recognize him with his glasses, and then I was like, wow, so that's why people don't recognize Superman as Clark Kent, and the glasses thing is actually legit.
It's a real thing.
It does.
1 second, guys. I'll be back.
Okay.
Where's J-Man?
Where the fucking J-Man go?
GT James coming here. I stopped watching the trailer.
Yeah, hey GT.
Someone with an arrow.
See,
Yeah.
I like that. Like, listen, I like that part. I thought
That's okay. My subscribers will still continue to subscribe to me, even though I like schlocky movies that everyone hates. I'm totally fine with it.
Whatever.
I don't love or hate it, so I'm just passionate either way. I'm like, whatever. Like, okay, I love this movie. Okay, that's also fine.
Right. It's okay.
I don't care. This was fun. We haven't had a good lively one.
No, well, because Sean was so angry, I have to balance that.
You gotta match the energy.
Because
you know what I mean?
If Sean would have just been like, I didn't think this was that good, and then name his 5 points or whatever, I would be like, I thought it was pretty good, you know. It's like, but like he's like, no, this. I'm like, okay, well, that's not. I'm not gonna let that stand.
I like Venomous Sean. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He was like,
see, Sean, you got Charlie, and he got all nervous, but you know it doesn't work on me. It's like,
No,
I was nervous. I was excited. Like I got really excited when he was like, "Oh, he's going off. Oh, fuck yeah, I can go off now."
Usually we just let him rant because it's a comic book thing, and we just let him go for it.
That would be
but because we're arguing about a movie, I have to match it because otherwise it's just like if I agreed, just let Sean rant about it, right?
No, yeah. No, it has to be equal.
It has to be equal.
Like
it's all equality here, except for no women. That's right.
Yeah, you're like, Sean, what's your opinion of this movie?
Fuck you.
That's how it felt. That's exactly how it felt when he started talking.
Well, there is women on the stream in a few weeks. We are going to be talking Speed next Tuesday. I'm doing a screening at Alejandro's place, and we're watching Speeds there. So we'll do a live stream with the girls at some point soon. But there isn't going to be a stream next week. I'm having stress issues right now and feeling crap, so I need a break for a little while. I'll still be doing stuff on the website, so don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
But so we'll come back in a few weeks because we're going to talk about Nobody 2. We're going to talk about the various flops of the 90s and are they really that bad and things like that.
I'm looking forward to that.
That'll be a good chat. So any of you guys have anything cool coming up?
Sean and I were doing Fantastic Four on Fridays. Those were killer, and they're back to being killer. And then what are we doing on? Oh no, we're doing some He-Man art book. Charlie, Sean, and I are doing a He-Man art book on Sunday. We're just going through the art book. John, anyone can join that. It's just it's literally like we're going to look at the art of the He-Man book. Like that's it.
Just like we did the action figures. We're going through the book.
That's it. Yeah, there's no prep. You don't have to prep anything. We're just going to look and be like, oh, that's cool. I like that. Just reminisce about He-Man while looking at art. So it's easy.
Yeah. On the plus side, though, with that new movie coming out, they have the theme tune and that wee teaser trailer. Though, so it's like
they did.
Okay.
They did. I'm not mad.
Yet. Yeah, we'll see. I'm desperate to see a proper trailer, though. Yeah, that's going to be.
I can tell you right now, 1:40, an hour 48 in on this stream, Deathstalker will be way better than this He-Man movie. It'll be more Deathstalker-ish than He-Man will be He-Man.
I think I'm going to agree with you on that one.
Like that Deathstalker trailer is perfect. There's not even 1 millisecond of that Deathstalker trailer that like this GT didn't like the trailer of Red Sonja. Deathstalker every second is perfect. Yep. It's like music, look, feel. Got all the creatures. There's going to be
awesome.
It looks awesome.
The comic was the same people.
and that comic was good.
It was really good. So yeah.
So
it's coming out because of the movie too, so it's easier to keep those in line
for sure. Yeah, and Slash is like kind of got his.
He's
like,
producing everything. Yeah,
Slash is huge in comics anyway. It's not just Deathstalker. He's involved with a ton of those type of things.
Yeah,
yeah.
So,
I love how I said earlier, I was like, yeah, this is probably going to be one of the shorter streams anyway. That's fine. And it's the longest one we've ever done.
No, because I knew Sean.
I'm sorry.
I knew Sean hated it. And I knew I liked it, so I was like, "This is not going to be."
Yeah. Oh well, that's good though. Yeah, like, it's a good proper chat and debate where not everyone's agreeing. So I like that. So
yes, Pat. I did see Patton Oswalt's name, and he's a bit of a whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think he's just the voice or whatever, right? Yeah.
Daniel, you're right.
New Red Sonja. I would love to see more of these kind of movies made. You know, if it just makes a resurgence in the genre, that would be cool.
It would be, because then we would start getting gems in
yes,
it, you know,
and
we would start getting. But the problem is, we're probably not. They're going. This is that. Let's placate them. They keep yelling at us to make them. Let's throw it out there. Well, they didn't like it, so apparently they don't want to watch it. So
yeah, this movie's bombing. No one cares about this movie either. So it's just another. They're going to blame the characters. They always do. They're going to say Red Sonja is not marketable. It didn't work in the '80s. It's not working today. That's literally what they're gonna say. Regardless of what we think, like general public will think Red Sonja sucks.
You're like, okay, well, if the original film failed and you had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, you have a new film without Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Why are you even bothering it?
Yeah,
but it's like, even though I love the movie, it's one of my favorite movies. It was like Blade Runner 2049. You're like, yeah, but Blade Runner flopped at the time. Like, yes, it was a cult, became a cult, but it flopped at the time. So why are you making a sequel 30 odd years later to a film that flopped? You know, and the sequel flopped as well. So you're like,
I know, but the sequel is pretty good too. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Blade Runner is just not catching the audience. I don't know what it is.
April for like the mass audience, I think, really. So and like it's slow or whatever else. Whatever.
I get that all the time. Oh, nothing's going on and it's slow. I'm like, well, there's lots going on and it's not slow. So I don't know. I don't know what you're saying. It's neither of those things that you just said.
Yeah, exactly. Like Blade Runner 2049 is one of my favorite movies. Like the visuals, the music.
It's good.
So. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks guys. That was awesome. Nearly 2-hour chat there. One of our best debates yet. So, so we'll come. I won't leave it too long. Just like a couple of weeks, and then we'll be back just while I recover. And we will return in a few weeks. So hopefully the home video sales will help us maybe. Yeah, I'm going to buy it.
I'm buying it.
Oh, amen. Today's Deathstalker trailer was awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I was just, oh, hell yeah. And, you know, I think it's got a little tongue-in-cheek to it as well. It's not going to take itself too seriously.
Right.
So, you know, that should be interesting. So looking forward to that. All right. I need to go pass out, so we'll finish up there. So thank you guys all for joining me. And remember, if you are watching, you are the Action Elite.